Hey, okay, part three. I'll try to make it quick. So I'm a pragmatic dreamer. So my realistic plan, I'm going to start, what am I going to start with? Well, like, I'm a huge fan of Stephen Covey. I said that already. So I love to begin with the end in mind. So in doing so, I have to ask myself right here, sorry, I got to turn on the laser pointer again. What do I want my best teaching year to look like? That's where I'm going. I'm going to start right there. So for me, it's going to be my students are going to watch pre-made videos at home with parents and or peers that are in line with NGSS and resonate soundly with pedagogical learning theory. So Vygotsky, VARC, multiple modalities, all of that stuff, cultural effectiveness, everything. And then the next one, it has to be really interesting and useful to students now. So, like I said before, I've got the Age Academy, which, well, I want to, anything like that. For me, it was a fire academy, which kept me grounded and gave me something that was interesting that I could learn about in all phases, right? Chemistry, there's suppression, there's hydraulics, there's hazmat, there's pre-medical, there's EMT, there's a whole bunch of facets to it. If we can make high school like that, I believe we'll not only keep our submission or retention levels high, but our success levels as well, because the information really sticks when it's pertinent. So that's why I put this here. Really interesting and useful to student now. So like for me, chemistry, I try to make it interesting for them, like hot air balloons or something that they can relate to. And then complete parent involvement, including real-time communication. I think I can do that. I think I can somehow utilize technology so that if parent wants to, they can pipe in, or I can WhatsApp app them when their child is working on a project, right? And then I can just go here, hey, Marge, look at your daughter. She's amazing, right? Wouldn't that be awesome if we could do that? That will help me build solid relationships with industry partners who provide input on current trends. So that right there is a marketing thing and a networking thing that I have to do, but I'm used to it because I did it as a realtor. I just got to get out there and get my finger on the pulse of where we're going in chemistry and how can I help these kids either go to college or get a career, one of the two, okay? Because I want to make these guys co-teachers. Yeah, I want to have them co-teach because I know they're going to want to give back to the community. So what I put here is I infuse the pedagogy and they infuse the real life experience, right? Because I've got real life experience being a fireman and being a real estate broker. But other than that, I'm not a chemist. So I love chemistry. It's so fascinating to me. So that's why I would love to have an industry partner be my co-teacher. And I think that's something I can deal with in like 2 to 4 years. I do. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, I need to be realistic. Hey, realize it's a marathon, not a sprint. And you have to start where you stand. That's triage for paramedics. It helps you keep your wits about you so you don't lose it. If you have a huge elephant to eat, right? How do you eat an elephant? Well, one bite at a time. I think I can for sure create my own online lesson, okay, with backwards design, because I'm going to Mexico for a year. Then when I come back, I'll start teaching. And this can be an offline project that I do down there, which is so super awesome, because I can put together my entire curriculum while I'm there, because I can just do it online. I can do all the research and everything. And let's see, I have a year to get my rough draft up. So I want to put all my worksheets on Google Classroom, upload it for all students to see, share, download, practice with, etc. I know this right here, this upload, so that I don't know how many times I've printed things out for students and they lose them. I just want to be able to direct them right to the link. There you go. You lost it, you know where to get it, right? You don't even have to ask me. I'm going to love that. I want to create labs that are student-centered. Honestly, every chemistry thing I saw when I was student teaching and in the classroom for a while, is everything's made from 1950. Come on, man. What are we doing? It's so boring. I hate it. And I love chemistry, but those things are terrible. Because you want to have to make kids come to chemistry because it's awesome. So that you know, is like, you might have to blow some things up. So moonshot idea. Make every student in my chemistry class hazmat materials expert, in which we model firefighters who respond to chemical spills and have to use the 4 C's, right? The collaboration, critical thinking, communication, and creativity, in order to mitigate damage, save lives, and restore equilibrium. Firefighters use this. I just thought of that. They use that so much. So in order to mitigate, here we go, and restore equilibrium. So we'll be able to have industry partners, follow the linked learning pathways and whatnot. So let's go. How am I going to stay dynamic? PLN. Use my prior experience as a real estate broker to network. Every year I want to change my approach. Like when you stop growing, you start dying. I'm a farmer. As a real estate broker, I was a farmer. You know, you gotta always be growing something new. You gotta be tending to what you got, and you gotta make sure you've assessed what you've done in the past. It's a 3-part process, right? You're managing your data from the past, you're tending to your current crop, and then you're looking into the future to make sure the seeds that you're going to plant are planted in good, solid ground that you fertilized, if that analogy makes sense, okay? So that's what I'm gonna have to do. And well, that's how I feel, and that's how I'm gonna teach. Okay, signing off.